Morning, everybody. Tuesday morning, and I'm going to the hospital this afternoon to get this back brace fitted. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to sort of consist of, or what one looks like. I have googled them. I've googled back braces. I've googled back corset things. Some of them come up and hold your spine straight to your neck. I don't want one that's going to stop me. It isn't vanity. It's I don't want to feel enclosed. Do you know what I mean? Having too many clothes on. I mean, I've always been like that. I don't like wearing lots of layers. Um so I hope it's not something that's going to come to the top of my spine or anything stupid, because I don't think I'm going to wear it often if I'm wearing in the summer as well. Particularly, I'm hoping it's just going to be something that sort of addresses the lower back pain, which is where most of it stems from, the pelvis, and because they're the latest fractures. So I just have to see. I put the dress on, the buttons down the front, so I had it on yesterday actually, but it's not dirty. I only had it on for a couple of hours, so it just buttons all the way down the front, as you can see, and so it's going to be easy to rip on and rip off in the hospital. So does that. And then somebody mentioned to me yesterday about, we're talking about this GoFundMe in particular and stuff. And she said to me, why don't you grow your channel and actively ask for subscribers, which I always forget to do, and put out more videos, pay a bit more attention to what you're doing, and resolve to make £1,000 a month. And I said, God, that is a bit ambitious. YouTube, they pay next to nothing. Next to nothing, I mean, for me, and it isn't something I rely on. So I was saying to her, I like doing it. I started doing it as a journal for Alf and myself, and the journey about Parkinson's, and all of that is too raw for me to go into at the moment and touch on. So I touch on other subjects, and I like to think that I bring something to the table, but I can't see myself growing my channel to such an extent that I'm going to make that sort of money ever. And she said, well, you will if you grow your channel, and if you get the views, and if you, tailor what you're doing to what people want. So I thought about it a bit, and because what she was saying, she's one of my subscribers, what she was saying was, every penny that you make then from YouTube, every penny, keep in a separate bank account and put it towards your back surgery. You're not going to get it off the National Health Service. Let YouTube pay for it. Let what you make off YouTube pay for you to go private and get your back done. So it is an idea, isn't it? But I don't know quite how I'm going to grow my channel to that extent. I'd need triple the subscribers and triple the views at least. So if you want to give me a hand with that, I'm more than grateful. But it is a good idea. It isn't something that I've given a lot of thought to, but it is a good idea. It's always been in my mind anyway. That I've never wanted to go private for healthcare, because we pay for it by our taxes. I've paid taxes from the age of 15. I've always paid taxes when I've worked, and when I wasn't working, I was raising 3 children who also grew up to pay taxes and pay their way through life. So they've got a good work ethic and just very strong moral standards about what they do and how they live their lives, and I'm proud of them for that. That's a legacy that Alfie has lent to them and showed them, and also showed me. He was, in that way, he was an excellent role model for all of us. So yesterday would have been his 85th birthday, and he never looked his age off, except during the final days when things really had taken it out on him, and we hadn't been able to see him for a couple of months due to this effing COVID nonsense. And I feel the guilt now that maybe I should have kicked up more of a fuss and said that, look, I come in every day with shakes, milkshakes, fruit milkshakes, and protein meals. I feed him. He needs me there. The nurses, carers, they don't really do a good job at that with him. They'll try him with something and then they won't. Don't expect them to force feed, but they won't persevere or try the little ways I do to get the food into him. And I just wish I'd have kicked up more of a fuss. But I didn't, I don't know. You can't go back and change anything, unfortunately, can you? And all the COVID stuff, I think it's all been shown to be a little bit of a sham myself. I shouldn't be saying the word, should I? COVID. So, I don't know. I hope we don't have another phase like it at all. But I'm not banking on that. We're now going into the big reset, aren't we? Well, it's already started, the big reset. And Charles is at the forefront of it, of course, Prince Charles, as was his father, Prince Philip. They wield a lot of power, the royal family. One tends to think that they don't, because they are literally a figurehead and shouldn't be interfering with politics and all the rest of it. But they wield a lot of power, and there is still British citizenship for, and that's been proven. I read yesterday about a Saudi gentleman, a billionaire, who wanted citizenship in the UK and was told by certain people connected to Prince Charles that if he donated generously to 2 of Charles's charities, and if he did this and if he did that, and in fact, he's got part of the gardens at, I want to say Balmoral, part of the gardens and a fountain named after him, and it's a Saudi name, because he's been really generous with money. And when I say that, I'm not talking in tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands. I'm talking in terms of millions to the Prince's Trust and to other charities that Charles has a role in, stirring the pot there, so to speak. So it's the whole world has become a great big melting pot of nonsense, and we are led like sheep to the sheep, and maybe as well to the literal abattoir, because we are being told you've got to do this, you've got to take that, you've got to have these injections. Some countries are making it mandatory that if the children don't get the I think it's Brazil, if the children aren't vaccinated to the level that the government wants them to be vaccinated to, then they can't go to school. And all child benefits will be stopped. So people's rights are being denied them, their rights. We all, every single one of us on the planet, I haven't got time to go into this now, I'm just getting started, but every one of us on this planet has got, every one of us, that God-given right to have control over our life. Nobody has got the right to tell us how to live it. If I want to go and live on top of a mountain somewhere, in a cave somewhere, and spend my last days there, I should be able to do that. I should be able to. It's not going to cause me any more pain than I'm in most days with this darn back of mine. I won't have all the rigmarole of going to hospital appointments and doctors poking and prodding me and saying I can't do anything because my back's a mess. And it would be basically what they're telling me is it'd be too much work. The last consultant surgeon said trying to fix the bones now would be like trying to attach water to water. So isn't that where the cement comes in? Somewhere, somehow. I don't know. There's got to be a way to fix me, but they're not going to do it. I know that. And even though my kids keep saying, you know, you've got to keep these appointments. What is the point in going to these appointments? I know. I've been told. My kids have been there when I've been told that they're not going to do surgery because it's too complicated. Because my back's too much of a mess. I would have thought that was precisely the reason why surgery should be done. Anyway, I've spent 10 minutes ranting about this, that and the other and not kept focus. So that's something I've got to start doing. And again, and give consideration to put your money away to get this back surgery. I don't know whether I want to be messed about at my age anyway now. I just don't want the darn pain all the time. So we'll see. I've put, let me show you. I'll get the camera down. I've put some sensible shoes on. I've got them, this is the first time I'm wearing them, so I hope I don't fall. They're from Mountain Warehouse, and they are can you see them? Just about. Sandals. They're pink and grey. Velcro. I should have painted my nails, but I didn't. Yeah, that was a bit of a useless thing, but I think you saw them. So I've got those on, so I should be able to walk okay. Holding on to somebody. Terrible it is, honestly. And I'll be back later. I was going to come on and do a live earlier, but I thought, well, if I start a live, somebody's going to walk in and I'm going to have to just close it. I might come on later. I'll see. So have a great day, everybody. Can you subscribe, please? And what is it? Subscribe, like and comment. Is that what I've got to keep saying? Can you do that, please? And I'll be back later. Bye-bye, everybody.